It's a Munch podcast.
What's up, gang?
It's the only second of free time that Ethan and I have
Yep.
to get the podcast out. We didn't watch a movie.
Nope. I try to watch a movie. It's just been a busy week, gang.
Yeah. First week back at school and we're already swamped.
Literally first week, because last week we did Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now it's Tuesday we're recording this, so
Yep.
it's literally one full rotation of classes.
I'm dropping out of the program.
Just
It's
about.
too much for me.
We got pretty... Did we announce Throb's exit?
No, we didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
We did not know that Throbert was gone. Our last guest.
Yep.
Is it the Critter Pit Curse? You
So we
tell
lost
me.
another one. I learned in class. So this will be Grieving Pod Part 2.
Part 7.
Yep, we're grieving.
Yep.
Rob was a loss. Rob was a big loss.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to have him on an in-person pod. I think the energy would have been great.
Yeah. I will say that I see Jake more around the school. Like
He's around?
no, like it's like I'll think I see him, you know?
You
Like-
did have that yesterday with the Vans jacket.
Yeah. He'll like be out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, "Oh, it's Jake." But no,
It's my Jake.
it's never Jake.
It's never Rob.
Yep.
Never Cody.
It could be Cody. I saw Cody last year a couple times.
We had a reunion with him last year.
Yeah. I hope
So-
to see Cody again.
Damn. Fuck. How's our first week going, Sam?
I don't know. It's been good, but I like
It's been great.
yeah. We've just been like right to work, which is cool. I think at least. I don't know if you feel that as much. I definitely am feeling like we're locked in.
This is the most locked in we've ever been.
For a start, we're just like sprinting.
Yeah.
And we're still sprinting. Like
First and second year, we always said, we want to make films, we want to make short stuff, we want to be proactive, we want to book out the cameras and do tests. Guess what?
we did that.
First week,
We
I'm like,
did that
Sam,
shit.
let's fucking... I decided I'm going to be the annoying guy, and I'm
Yeah.
going to force us to do this.
Yeah.
And we got the camera test booked up, lighting test booked up, and we did it. We just forgot SD cards.
And the tripod.
Mm-hmm.
It was a disaster of a lighting test.
Oh, it was pretty good.
It was good. It was very hot in that room.
It was pretty sweaty. I think I'm going to use a picture from that for my photo journal.
I'm going to, another reason that we can't record the podcast later because I'm going to Vancouver tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing up there?
So I'm going to see King Gizzard and the Lizard
Oh,
Wizard
you
perform.
mentioned that to me, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I think what I'm going to do for my photo journal for Glenn's directing class.
That'll be sick.
That's people doing something.
That is people doing something.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Get to see the Vancouver homies for a little bit.
You got
Just-
many Vancouver homies?
I have quite a few now. It's funny, for quite a while, for 3 or 4 years, it felt like everybody was moving to Vancouver, and now everybody's moving to Montreal.
Montreal.
Yeah.
No,
So
they are not.
I got nobody left in Edmonton soon.
What? How's that possible, Sam? It feels
Not-
like every time we go out, you're dapping up somebody.
That's true. I was dapping up quite a few people
Yeah.
when we were in E-Town last.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just it feels like that, right? Because it's like, oh, everybody's leaving.
Yeah. It felt like that for a little bit for me, and then it undid that effect.
And then people came back.
Everyone's in Red
Nobody
Deer.
comes back to Edmonton. You know?
Come back to Edmonton again and again and again.
But you aren't from Edmonton.
No.
You're a visitor still.
No, that's my home. That's my home.
Is that the plan? You gonna go to
I don't
E-Town?
think so. I don't know. Really
It
depends on
seems
where
like it's a kind of terrible plan to move there for film. Maybe from Red Deer to an upgrade, but
I'm obviously tempted to move up there for some reasons.
yeah,
But,
mainly me.
Mainly
Makes
Samuel.
the podcast a lot easier.
yeah, the in-person stuff's fun.
Yeah.
And, yeah. But Calgary could be sick. I'm, kind of just accepting that I'm going to have to be doing a lot of moving around, which I'm not. Well,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people would be looking at that prospect with a great deal of nervousness or dread, but I really like moving around. I love seeing new stuff, new locations. I've been fucking stuck in Red Deer for
Yeah.
too goddamn long.
Yeah.
Seeing new shit is cool. Being new places is cool.
You excited for Calgary?
Yeah.
not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after.
Baby.
That's coming up quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We're all locked in.
Yeah. Jake's coming. It'll be beautiful. The whole
No
gang's
Cole
back
this
together.
year.
No Cole. Except for Sunday.
Sunday, yeah. We should tell him what movies we're waiting, so
Yeah.
maybe we could see our boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see Cole, man. I miss that guy.
Yeah, me too. My very good friend Cole.
Yeah. Fortunately, no Grammy.
Yeah. Next year.
Yeah.
You tell you got a scholarship? A fat scholarship?
I didn't
Graham?
know that. Who did?
Graham?
Graham got that too?
Yeah.
Wait, which one?
The Jason Lang?
How many people are fucking getting this?
I don't know. I think I got it last year. I didn't get it this year.
I got it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I was sitting in
Congratulations.
class, and I'm like, check this out, Nick. And 3 seconds later, he pulled up his phone. He's like, check this out. Dude. I'm like, fuck. Okay.
And man, I'm the only person who didn't get the Jason Lang scholarship.
It's sick though. It like significantly helps me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Significantly helps my funds. Like before, it was like I will comfortably be able to pay off my car, pay off my tuition, pay off my expenses at home.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, I really will be able to.
Yeah.
And I can maybe take down how many hours I'm working next semester and later in this semester, which is a big fucking W.
Would be nice. Because it is busy. Look, like we've built our schedule now for what shoots are going on and stuff, and
I kind of like it. I don't know. It's forcing me to be...
I like it too. I'm not
It's
but just
forcing
if
me to
I
be
had
so
to be
productive.
doing like another job on top of it, I personally, I don't know if I could
We'll see if I
do it as
can.
much. I
but,
also
like,
want to try and go up to Edmonton more. Like,
me too.
Yeah.
When I get my car back from the shop, I was thinking maybe like we could coordinate weekends where I could drive you up and I could stay.
yeah, that'd be down.
So save you some bus.
That'd be
money.
sick. Yeah, can help out with gas.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
no.
I'll make you drive me around the city first and see if I feel that your car won't explode.
My car's not gonna explode.
All right. All right.
Will I crash it?
Maybe. Will you stall on the highway?
You can't stall on
Maybe.
the highway, Samuel. You don't know how manuals
I do
work.
not. I am ignorant. All of my knowledge of cars comes from the movie Crash.
If you're gonna fucking stall, it's gonna be in the cities. Highways is like the easiest thing with a manual because you're just in fifth.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And then you need to stop. You can downshift if you want to slow up, come into a stop, or you could just pop that bad boy in neutral and slow her down.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. It's easy to get from the highway to my house.
There you
It's
go.
literally a straight shot.
I kind of know Edmonton.
Yeah.
Is it crazy? Time before last I was in Edmonton, I walked from like the south end to like downtown.
Yeah.
Is that a crazy walk?
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
which part of the south end? What do you mean?
It was like a Tim Hortons or something.
Okay, that's very vague.
It
It was like the most popular chain.
It was like far before the murder motels I was staying at. Like far before, maybe like an hour of walking before I even hit that.
Oh wow, yeah. So you were quite far south.
Yeah.
I think I know where you were.
But
Like
it's
by
like
the
just
car
one
dealership.
street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a Value Village near it.
I know exactly where that. Yeah, that's a good walk.
It's one street you walk.
Mm-hmm.
Only
Gateway.
You only lose sidewalks like a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But who the fuck said Edmonton ain't walkable?
How long did that walk take you?
Like 2.5 hours.
Yeah. That's who said. And that's not even like the furthest points of town.
No. It was nice. Gotta see the sights.
Yeah. I like Edmonton, you know. I was talking to
I miss Edmonton, man.
somebody who's from Edmonton as well, and I keep forgetting to tell you. I have so much lore now, but I can't tell you now.
Sam.
And we were just talking about how Edmonton, even though it's like a big city, like geographically, like it's large, like you're never more than 2 degrees away from anybody. Like,
What does that mean?
just everybody knows everybody. Like you all have friends. Like,
a connection.
yeah, exactly. Like,
I thought you meant direction-wise. I'm like,
no,
that makes
2
sense,
degrees of
Sam.
connect. Like, there's no more than 2 degrees of separation
Of
from
course, there would be some
you to
people
anybody
south,
else in the city.
you know?
Like it's crazy, and
Yeah.
I like that about it.
I wonder.
Everyone has those common friends. At least that's how it's felt for me.
No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Ethan doesn't know. He's not talking into the mic. He's talking into the
know.
Dr. Pepper.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's fun. It's a small town.
I'll ask Alicia about that.
Mhm.
See what she thinks of that hypothesis you're fucking proposing here.
Maybe it's Maybe it's just with the cool kids, man.
The cool kids.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
My
kidding,
girlfriend's
Alicia.
not cool.
I'm just kidding. The only person that will listen to this. I'm gonna,
One of three.
One of three fans. I'm gonna
You're
drag through the
isolating
mud.
the audience, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucked up. Or we'll get
No.
canceled.
I feel like she would agree with that theory. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
There's a few. I'll tease out a little bit of the lore.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, we were talking about our like personal friends who were getting married, and we speculated that they weren't together anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're still getting married. Yep. Yep.
Okay, what time is it?
I was talking to one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Still got an hour. How? What? What do you mean by that?
I
you
heard it
talking
from the horse's mouth, so to speak. No. Yeah.
What? What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I just keep running into that person, and we just both have that. We have this one commonality, right?
Yeah.
We just keep like talking, and I feel like we've become kind of friends.
Okay.
And yeah, we're just talking, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be mine and dude's wedding song," and I was like, "What?" But yeah.
After dark moment for sure. My
Yeah.
Lord, what?
I keep forgetting to tell you that I found that out.
The ups and downs of this relationship.
It's all speculated.
Crazy. But like, you know.
I owned a lot of yeah.
Save that conversation for later.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway. Big fan of gossip, the Crit Pit podcast.
We're not gossips.
This is pure gossip.
just a little bit of gossip. We're kind of gossip goblins.
Pure speculation and gossip.
Yeah, but like, that's the business.
That's the business. The business.
I'm not gonna lie, this poutine is kind of hidden.
That's good.
It's the first time a Far Side poutine has really like lived up to my expectations.
Maybe it's because you're in the studio. Everything tastes better in the stew,
It's
as they say.
It's greasy, it's cheesy, the gravy is hidden,
That is good shit.
and they do have good fries there.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably the worst episode of the podcast.
This one?
Just like generally. I don't know. I would say so.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just calling it now.
I mean, Solo was something. This is true.
Solo was intentional.
This is truly filler.
Yeah. We just needed to get an episode out.
We just can't lose our streak.
Yeah.
This is my bad, to be
No,
fair.
no.
It definitely is.
I texted you at like 10 last night. Being like,
I tried.
Watch it.
I truly tried. I fell asleep twice and rewinded the movie completely, both those times. And the third time I fell asleep, it was just, I was in and out. And then it started auto-playing new movies because it was on Prime. And I was like, Jeff Goldblum's in this movie? This is a Western? Like, this is a crazy game. You ever played that game before?
Yeah. Falling asleep in and out of movies.
You're just
I
like,
enjoy
your
it.
mind's trying to like keep up with it. And it's like, oh my God, this movie has range.
Yeah.
Like the stylistic range is crazy.
It does have stylistic range. We'll talk about it.
This
at
is
some point.
our new
BP
film
Paquette.
props. He does have a letterbox, and there are some films on there that
Not
I
fidelity, though.
not fidelity. Maybe that's why I was so unengaged.
Yeah. I can't even log this? What's the point of watching this for an hour and a half?
I can't up my stats.
Yep. I am a big fan of our new professor, BP
He's great.
Benjamin.
The
Coolest
only
Ben.
frustrating thing is it's like third year in a row we've gone a new cinematography.
It's
film
our dark
production
arts.
prof. Yeah, it's our defense against the dark arts teacher.
Yeah.
And it's just so frustrating because each of these three professors are
They're such
so
distinct things.
are so specialized, so incredibly goated at what they do, and have worked in the industry, and have blown my minds with what they've done and said.
Yep.
But it's just this program is so fucking poorly put together,
Yep.
and they can never keep them, and it's so structured and disconnected, right? That if we just got 3 solid years with any of these people, we'd be such like proficient filmmakers.
Mm-hmm.
But every year it has been a restart.
Yep.
You know, every year
the
they've
fact
like
that-
gone over like first fucking few weeks, like what is film? What is like, because they've had to restart because they don't know what they're.
And also, there's a lot of
starting
people
with.
in our class who have just been like purely skating by, right? Because you don't really need to do anything if you don't want to. There's people in our class who, you know, today were like shocked that they have to do assignments, right? It's like, well, yeah, you're in film school and this is third year university.
It's the fakest school
like you
ever.
should be busy. Like
Film school is fake school.
Also,
like,
as
all you have to do
somebody
is make
who
movies.
was doing like U of A university, like even from first year university, you should feel swamped like all the time.
Yeah.
Like, or not, you shouldn't feel that way, but just like that is what the university experience is, like everywhere else. You know,
It's like
You
it's trying
had-
to condense a subject down to 4 years of education,
exactly.
especially for film. Such an arbitrary thing to teach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, It's like, give us more assignments. I want to make as much stuff as I can. I want
Yep.
to have like.
And I want the feedback, right? Like to be graded, to be trying to do these different things.
And I feel like I've had, like, because our program works in a way where you get, like, chances to direct if you put yourself out there, you
Yeah.
pitch things. And I've done that a decent amount. I've directed 3 projects now, and I'm still unsatisfied. I want to do more. I want to do more creative stuff, and I feel like I just haven't gone a
Do you
ton
think
of
that's just
opportunities.
the life of an artist, though? Generally, like you won't ever feel that like satisfied, or
I think if we're in school, they should give us as many opportunities as possible to make stuff.
I'm not.
And not just opportunities, they should force us to make shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, the
I
point,
agree.
We could get a film education, we could get film jobs on our own, right? If we were that motivated, we could just
Some
be
of us.
doing this shit.
Yeah.
We go to film school because it's, like, teaching us, it's giving us
Access
the
to
resources,
equipment.
and
Yep.
it's giving us the structure to do shit in and get, like,
Well,
proper feedback.
and access to professionals who aren't judging you, who aren't
Exactly.
going to hire you
Yeah.
next time, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it's not a financial stake.
exactly, yeah. Like, I don't know. And people just kind of
And-
treat it like summer camp, right?
I breathed the biggest breath of fresh air with Ben because we are making shit. He is forcing us to get out of our comfort zone. He is forcing us to
love it.
think about how you can tell a story differently without just a shot, reverse shot, you
Yeah.
know, score, you know,
Yep.
dialogue.
Score does so much, right? You can put
Oh,
any
yeah,
movie
dude.
to like a decent score.
Chess game sucks ass, but with like that classical
Yeah.
music over, it's like, oh, it's
I
kind of
won't
hits.
mention it, but the name of the film. But you know, there's this one film that came out last year, used a popular score from a very popular movie that came out, and
It hits.
it hits very hard.
315 is a movie that, you know,
It doesn't exist without the score, really.
yeah, the score ties it all together, that soundscape, you
Yep.
know? Audio is half of a sensory experience
That's
of
even
a
what-
film, you know?
I mean, there's the great story about Blair Witch Project, right? It's like a studio bought Blair Witch, they saw it, and then they redubbed everything. They just threw
Yeah.
away the audio track.
That's really?
Yeah, because the audio is more important than the visual, really. Like, you will have a terrible time if you have shitty audio.
Oh, yeah.
But you can have shitty visuals and great audio, and you'll be like, oh yeah, this is fine.
It's an aesthetic, as Ben says.
Yeah, like you watch a VHS and you'll have a good experience.
That's why I gotta rejig One Mistake a little bit.
The audio is bad.
It is bad. And I'm gonna see
But-
if I can fix it up in places.
It can be done.
And if I can't, fuck it, we roll with that.
Yep.
You know, I think what would Ben, you know, take all the constraints, take all the accidents.
Well, Ben has never had a problem with audio mixing, is what he said.
But I'm gonna roll with it.
Yeah.
If I ever redub some things, I redub some things. If I make it a silent film, I'll make it a silent film.
Yeah.
We'll fucking make it heat.
Yeah.
Just need to fucking get some free time in the schedule.
That's
At
not
some
going to happen
point,
until
at some point.
winter break.
But Ben's, it's
He's
so
great.
good because it's just stripping back the easy things that you can rely on to just force you. Because like even this first assignment we had, with the planes of depth, you know, characters moving in and out,
Yep.
have forced me in this thing I'm like putting together so much to think about how to visually tell the story with the different planes and with the different planes of
And all
You
the
know?
examples that I've seen from our classmates so far have just been like outstanding. Like, very excited to see what else the year will do, you know?
What do you mean?
There was that one that was sent, you know.
Yeah, very excited.
I'm actually genuinely excited to see.
Yeah.
Because this is I think really the first film project that we've done where everybody has to have something since Rick's personal narrative.
Crazy. We should have so many more of these. We should each, as filmmakers, have like a big catalog
And be accountable for our own sets. We can't just be a grip and sit in the corner all day and pout. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. You should make your own movie.
There are places to be a grip and,
yeah,
just do your own thing.
There's no bad to be a grip. It's just if you're in film school, why would you only ever be a grip, not even a key?
$50,000 for that to move stuff.
It's great though.
I love being a grip.
Yeah, I have nothing. You need a grip.
Yeah, because like being any other role higher than that is a little more nerve-wracking, and especially being a key creative role, that's terrifying. But it's those uncomfortable, discomfortable experiences where you're growing, where you're developing, where you're getting more confident and comfortable.
It's where you learn, right? Is in the uncomfortable moments.
I've just been hyped to learn lately, man. I've been all about that shit. Like at work, I'm going through a big promotion, and like as terrifying and tense as fucking dreadful as it can be at points, it's like I'm learning so much. Like my skill set is changing and developing so much. It's really exciting stuff. In school, I'm taking this really challenging elective, music history, and it's been a grind.
Ethan learned all of music theory in like 4 days.
And then we got to the classes, bro. Guess what we're doing in these first 2 classes?
Solfege. I don't know. What?
Going through music theory.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I'm like,
you're ahead of the game.
Yeah. But it's so sick because I'm like actually excited because it's so cool to learn new things and understand how this world we inhabit works better. It's power. It's so cool.
And to get like different perspectives and just like to challenge. Like I loved Alex and Alex's class, but like just building like something every week, and
it was so unstructured, man.
Yeah, it was kind of like I know kind of what I'm taking from this, but like I don't know. And like I get like the discipline. I think
so much from that class, though. I just know I could have gone more if it was more structured.
Yeah.
Even like with the lighting test yesterday, just lighting for mise en scene using that floppy.
Yeah.
To block off a certain portion of it, which like to your eye outside the camera looks so stupid and ridiculous, but on camera it's
so cool.
Perfect.
Because cameras aren't eyes. Like it's so weird.
Like biggest thing with good composition and cinematography, you gotta realize is just like how much you can manipulate space with light. And perspective.
Yep.
That's why when we do that project,
we had an SD card.
Fuck. Quinn's got to send me that footage. I want to see some of that. But next Monday when we're shooting that little thing, the first assignment, I really want to play with space and like
me too.
Play in the environment and see like how do we make this frame more interesting? What else can be revealed? Really Citizen Kane it.
Yeah.
What else can happen within this frame?
I'd love to get like a piece of glass in front for people to like write on, like it's a whiteboard, like it's a whiteboard POV.
For yours?
For mine, but also where am I going to source a piece of glass in a week?
Home Depot, maybe.
Maybe.
It doesn't even need to be that big.
No, it doesn't. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. We'll see. We will see.
I feel like even a picture frame.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah. You just take the back out.
Yeah.
That could
work. That could hit.
I really want to go full kind of silent film pastiche almost with mine.
Yeah.
Not like over the top black and white, stunts and theatric acting, but I really want to do like a curtain for it.
Yeah.
And then like my hand going in with a title card doing the thing, and at the end the curtains, and then the end. I think that'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
You think Ben would hate that?
I have no idea yet.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Because I think it's an interesting project, but is that too cheeky?
I think he likes cheeky. He's made the second year swatch adaptation for their screenwriting class.
Fuck yeah.
It's a pretty cheeky movie about screenwriting, right?
We can be cheeky. We can be cheeky.
Yeah. I mean, that one short that he showed us that I think one of his students made in a year prior was just so cool, like for the neighbor, the final assignment.
Yeah, that one was awesome.
And it was one actor.
So creative.
So
I didn't
good.
even realize.
I did not realize that either. It was so good.
Yeah.
So well done.
It's so smart. Just like give yourself these constraints, and if you can make a film where people forget the constraints, you got something hot.
Yeah. As he would say, hot. It's hot.
Dude, I've been using that so much. He describes everything good in cinema as that's hot.
Yeah.
And that's hot.
Yeah, or it's fucked.
That's fucked.
It's either hot or it's fucked.
Yeah.
And fucked is also good, I think. Yeah.
I love just getting all these expressions from our various instructors.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Glenn's got a lot.
That's yummy. That's womp 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 or woof 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 or
woof 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 woof.
Your granny.
Yeah. okay, what is this? Lover, siblings?
Yeah, there's so much.
Yeah.
Anything from Rickard?
I don't know.
Just a dude.
Just a guy.
Yeah, we're dogs with him. I think we're really gonna become dogs with him. If Caleb would respond, I think I should just book out the equipment for Monday.
Book out the equipment because we'll have enough people. Like we can.
Yeah.
We'll just not make the same mistakes. We'll get an SD card, you know.
And all we really need 8 C-stands, 8 sandbags, or not even 8 C.
We'll just get a kit, like
camera kit, because I want to do lighting.
Yeah. No, I mean, just like I didn't mean a kit, but like the trolley comes with 8, so just 8 C-stands is why. We don't have to move anything, you know.
8 C-stands, 2 Kinos,
tripod, camera. That's all you need. We don't even need the lens kit really for this.
Don't even need a slate. It's one
cool.
take.
Actually, it'd be cool. I would maybe like the lens kit because then we get the really nice
I want to
depth
get
of field.
the longest lens we can.
Yeah,
because that's
I don't know what the longest lens we had for that is. I think we only have an 85. It might be the longest
description.
Yeah, and
the tighter we can get that frame, the more flattening. I think the funner it'll be, just with the reveals in my script.
Yeah,
or storyboard on the script.
Yeah. It's a really cool assignment. I'm gonna write it over the weekend.
People are complaining about it. People are like shitting on it, and it's like,
I don't know.
What are we doing?
It's so many assignments. I have to do one thing for each class.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like I guarantee I have less time than you, and I am hyped.
Yeah.
You know, I guarantee.
It's gonna be good. Like you can manage your time.
I am working full-time hours at work and school. You know, like.
If Ethan can do it, you can do this too.
Just lock in a little bit. It's been great though, actually being like swamped, and I know I probably won't be saying this in a couple months.
You're weekend and you're like,
but right now it's been so great because it's like there's no excuse. I gotta get shit done. I can't procrastinate, and it's been great for just being on top of my homework, being on top of shit so far.
Yep.
And just if I want to do the other fun things I want to do, I need to make free time in my calendar. How do I free time in my calendar? Get the shit done I need to get done quick.
Exactly.
It's good. I feel like it's a little embarrassing that these lessons are finally sinking in at 20 years old. But
you're still young. It's the time to be learning these lessons,
I know
right?
these lessons will slip away from me as life gets easier at points, and it's going to be this whole cycle of having
wonder though, will life ever get easier in film?
No.
Like, I don't know.
Will life ever get easier for anyone?
Always.
I don't think life ever gets easier for anyone, man.
Unless
it's I was watching this great video that just broke down like The Bear versus Perfect Days. Something like The Bear, just this constant ambition and seeking great big goals, which obviously, is a big part of my ethos. But then Perfect Days that just presents this mindfulness of just being content with what you have.
Yeah.
And it's so challenging because I see the value of both things. That ambition of the bear is obviously corrupted.
Well, you'll notice that Perfect Days ended with the guy crying. And the bear, they're always happy at the end.
Always happy.
They're always happy.
They're yelling because they're so happy.
They're so happy.
But it's tough because I feel like ambition is great, though. Like I love ambition. I love striving for so much more than we are lauded in this life. But it gets tricky when it's under these constraints of like making money. Furthering a career in a company. Obviously, that's corrupted and bad, but it's also like it's so tough because all my great artistic ambitions will forever be tied with money because you need so much money.
Yeah, to do anything.
But then I also am striving constantly to just like I always remind myself to just enjoy it, slow down, smell the roses because I'm never going to be this young. I'm never going to be this fit. I'm never going to be,
Yeah. Never going to be podcasting this well again.
It's like this will all slip away from me. And if I'm just like constantly have an eye on the future, it will just, my life will always be hollow. So for me, it's been this balance of like striving to things, but also enjoying each moment as it comes.
Yeah.
No, that's recognizing good. Like what I'm getting away. Like for me, work has been at points dreadful, but it always ends good because it's like I always get to that place in my mind of just like enjoying it because I know as shit as it gets, I will miss it when this thing is out of my life, right?
Yeah.
I will miss this.
Yeah, there are some things that you won't miss though.
Surely
it's
not.
those things that you forget, I think, though, or the things that you don't miss. Yeah.
That's a great way of putting that because it's like I still think about drawing,
Yeah.
Do I necessarily miss it or do I just recognize the value in it,
Yes. There was a lot of value in that
so
class.
much value.
That was just a tough class.
Yeah.
And it's not even like the homework. Like, it was just...
Maybe it was us.
It was us.
Yeah.
I feel like if we went back to drawing now, our mindsets are better for it.
I think it'd
maybe.
be better. I'm a more confident person now. More like okay to put work in, like a lot of work into things, you know?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm more comfortable like delaying gratification now, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Where before it would be like, oh, it's so uncomfortable.
We didn't really have critiques by like in our film then even.
We did, but like they
weren't
very
like
light.
Yeah.
Compared to the horror stories we have now.
Yeah, so I feel like now I wonder if we went back and we'd be like, oh, these critiques are like light.
So light.
Yeah. Because I'm sure, like, I feel like they must have been.
There was only one that was bad for me, like really bad.
I think maybe it's just because with drawing too, it's so much more personal. Like that's
and that
all
one was
you.
a self-portrait too, so it was like
all you. Yeah.
I want to die.
Yeah.
I want to die.
With a film, it's like you have a whole crew. Like even if you do feel responsible, but there's still something that you can kind of put on somebody else, right? Like
there's a way
you can still kind of
detach.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Man.
Even if you shouldn't,
So
maybe.
interesting. It's so hard to remember how far we've come sometimes. So hard.
Yeah, especially.
Just like if I 2 years
Especially
ago
sometimes.
swapped places, you know, 2 years ago me would be so hyped with how far
2 years
I've come.
ago would be like, what's a C-stand?
Yeah. But then it's so hard to like just exist in that like the celebration of that. It's impossible, I find.
Especially with school where like you're always trying to progress
There's
and you're
always
marked on your
another-
progression, really. Like
There's
where you
always
should be.
another milestone, but why can't
Yeah.
I feel good for a little bit because I look at all the milestones behind me?
Well, that's what graduating's for. Once you graduate, then you get to look behind you for like a day, and then you keep going.
And then it'll be like, I feel nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. I'm glad I'm gone.
It's so weird. I don't know.
It is weird. We're over halfway done.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy to think at the end of first year we're over halfway through our classes.
Really?
Or a third? No.
Yeah,
No.
over a third.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because I feel like I didn't take a lot away from first year.
Mm-mm.
It was
Socially,
fun.
for sure.
Socially, yeah, it was
A
fun.
lot of social development.
Yeah,
But
as a filmmaker, did I
Practically-
really
I feel
grow?
like even
I don't know.
it's so tough in the second year. I grew so much in the first semester different ways.
Yeah,
And then in the second semester, second year, I grew so much like school film wise.
for me, I feel it was like just a lot of film growth, film development, just like a more confidence in
Yeah.
that, which is good.
Yeah.
And then being also confident to be like, okay, if you're not gonna do this, like I'll do it, like whatever. I
Yeah.
don't care if, yeah,
It's been a progress for sure. A grind, but it's been a progress.
yep.
We're doing okay.
Doing
gonna
okay.
We're gonna be okay.
It's all gonna be okay.
Maybe it might be okay. Maybe
Yeah.
not. That's fucking life.
We'll see. It'll be interesting. It'll be a very interesting year. No Jake, no
Why
Rob.
do you keep on trying? Because I choose to.
Matrix Pod.
Matrix
Let's get into it. Yeah.
Okay, so Matrix Reloaded.
I don't like the balding twins.
Yeah. They were a little.
Why are they balding?
God, they were
Those
ghosts.
they had to be wigs, right?
They were the dreadlock, the
Yeah.
white dreadlock twins. They were twins.
They had
and
to
they
be
were
wigs.
ghosts. I
And they
feel
were
like
balding.
like
Why did they-
era of ghosts. Were they supposed to be like Victorian ghosts? Why would they have dreadlocks?
I don't know. They say earlier in that movie that like every time anyone has ever said they see a ghost or a vampire, it's just a glitch in the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody lies in the Matrix about seeing a ghost.
Shit.
You know?
Are we in the Matrix then?
Well,
ever
have you ever seen a ghost?
I've had pretty fucked moments, but no.
Have you ever
Like,
told somebody that you've seen a ghost ever in your entire life?
yeah.
You're a liar. That's how I know I'm not in the Matrix.
You've never seen a ghost.
No, the fact that you have lied about seeing a ghost
Okay.
tells me.
Have you lied about seeing a ghost?
Probably.
I like have a vivid memory of like being very young and everyone swapping ghost stories and being like,
Oh, yeah.
I want a ghost story.
Yeah. It was nice. I lived right by like this abandoned hospital
There you
when I was a kid.
That is nice. Same
so
house?
I didn't have to like, yeah, same house.
Okay.
So I didn't have to pretend to have a ghost story. I'd just be like, there's fuck shit at the hospital. The ghost hunters never want to go there because
Man,
it's too haunted.
it's too
But
haunted.
also because the walls are just asbestos.
That's
And it's
okay.
dangerous to go in.
Do you think you have any actual ghost stories?
One time me and my friend were like walking around that like abandoned hospital and we was like
Inside it?
no, just
Okay.
around. We never broke in. We went over the fence once
Yeah.
and then we're like, fuck this. And then we went
Fuck
back.
this.
Yeah.
That's great. How
But-
old would y'all have been?
Oh man, maybe like 10, like young.
Young.
And so we had like a ghost hunting like kit, whatever, but I think it was just like walkie talkies is what I remember. And we were like walking under like around the hospital and we caught like I think was probably just like phone signals, like phone
Yeah.
lines. They were interrupting phone calls, but it sounded like ghosts coming through, right?
Oh,
Because you could hear like slight
shit.
voices and we were like, what the fuck? And we ran away.
Shit.
So that's my closest to a ghost story, but
The closest one I have is a little fucky, but can obviously be chalked up to the failures of human perception.
or a ghost.
Or a ghost. Me and my boy were walking through this this field, which had a building in the center of it, and there's some writing. It was also Friday the 13th,
Oh shit.
and we were walking
Friday
up
the
to
13th
it.
coming
and
up
it's like,
this
what-
Friday.
what- oh shit!
Yep.
And we're like, what is that word? We can't see what that word is. And just at the moment where you get close enough to perceive what the word is, this cold chill goes through the field like this loud, like. And the word, of course, was ghost spray painted on this building.
Oh,
and we're like,
God.
oh, you feel that chill, right? He's like,
Yeah,
yeah, that was a
yeah.
little, the timing of that was a little weird. And we're like, fucking whatever. Cut to like maybe 10, 15 minutes later, we're walking through this open field. And then just, nothing on either side of us, but just field.
Yeah.
And, like maybe 10 meters in front of us, this woman in like maybe a dress, maybe just a flowy skirt, runs by silently, seemingly out of nowhere in front of us. And we just like didn't say word. We just stopped and turned around, and left because we're like, what
That's a ghost.
is that?
You both saw it?
Yeah.
That was a ghost for sure.
It was just a girl running through a field, but it's just the fact
But
that
what
she
are the odds?
came out of nowhere, right? Silently, like none of us could remember perceiving any audio, and just, and it was
Ghost.
so like light and airy, their presence. I've never seen someone like
You've
sprint.
had a real ghost experience.
I don't know though. I don't think so.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
It's one of those things where my mind, like even growing up, I like told my family that I believed in God and Santa and shit, and it was like
What the
in
fuck?
my brain, I'm like, it's the fakest bullshit I've ever heard.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. No,
what?
I have very similar
It's like-
experience.
Why am I telling people I believe in this shit? Like, what's act am I playing along to?
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like, my mind just, like, thinks and thinks and thinks about things. And if it can't come to a rational, like, thing.
As an 8-year-old.
Yeah. And even now, just anytime it can't compute. And, like, I'm not, like, opposed to the idea of God or ghosts or anything like that. It just have to be something, like, where there'd be evidence.
Yeah.
Or there'd have to be some sort of scientific connection.
Look around you.
True.
You ever held a banana?
I don't know. It's just fucking evolution's so sick. It makes so much sense, man. It's so sick. And just like chemistry and biology, how these things work, it clicks.
Mm-hmm.
Ghosts, it's never clicked for me. It's always
Ghost, it doesn't make sense.
But I also could
Physical
see
world.
I could see like a breakthrough in science in like 50 years where something, not like per se ghosts with a consciousness, but like something, that could explain years and years of phenomenon. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to that intrinsically.
Yeah.
I guess I'd be agnostic then with the God stuff too, because it's like if existence of that was proved, I wouldn't turn away from that.
Could you imagine if there was like a scientific study that like proved God like unequivocally? Like
Crazy,
that'd be crazy.
It'd be mired in so much conspiracy, like from so many different religions, from so many different groups. What would we do?
God is
But,
real,
like,
and he was on my podcast.
But I feel like if God did exist, like evolution and shit would still be valid. It's just that's the guy who blew
But
up the
then-
first bomb. You know, that he was the
Yeah.
Oppenheimer of his dimension, and
He just regrets it. He lives
started all this
He's
shit.
on trial right now.
You know, yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
That's why he ain't fucking stopping the
You goddamn
Holocaust or
communist.
capitalism.
Yeah, he's busy. He's busy on trial.
Dude's being fucked right now.
Yeah.
He made a big ass bomb to stop their World War II.
Yeah.
Stop their Nazis.
Yep.
In heaven Nazis.
God is Oppenheimer.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it doesn't really bother me one way or another.
Which, the existence of ghosts?
God
Or ghosts, yeah.
Ghosts. If ghosts were real, that would bother me more.
I feel like, I don't know.
I wouldn't want to be a ghost.
No, yeah, I don't know if I've gone into it, Pod, just very against the idea of an afterlife of any kind. I want it to be done when I'm done. I've been sold a false bill of goods if I have to do this forever in any
Yeah, I know,
way.
right?
Like, the fact that I would have to do, like, deal with anything in this life forever drives me insane.
For me, really, the only reason that I would want there to be an afterlife is so that I can watch every single Marvel movie that ever comes out.
Yeah, that would be
Because it'd be a
sick.
bummer if I died before they all finished.
Yeah, it'd be a bummer if I couldn't see,
I've put so many years
all
into
the
this.
Iron Man 1 references and
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the Doctor Doom saga or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that shit is.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I am very much on the side of life is so beautiful because it all ends, you know?
Yeah.
Everything is so sick because it has an ending. It's what gives us meaning inherently. And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The quicker you come to terms with that, the quicker you can enjoy it all so much more. Because it's like,
It's true.
think of like, I don't know. What's a good way to equate it?
I don't know. It's interesting, too, that there are some people who are, like, purely focused in their life on, like, not dying or, like, anti-aging.
Yeah.
Like, of course, there needs to be some kind of balance, right? Where you need to, like, still exercise. Like, you
Yeah.
can't just live in the serotonin, like, in the...
No, of course not.
In the
yeah.
good.
That's been such a challenging part of my life.
But you
is
also
like,
need to recognize that, like, you should have those moments. Like, you can't just live in punishment.
no, of course not. It's such a balance.
Yeah.
I feel like life just needs to be this constant balancing act where you can cut yourself slack, but also, you know, get going,
Yeah.
you know?
Get moving.
You know
Start doing
yourself.
assignments.
If you need to know yourself better than anyone, and to truly know yourself, you need to know everything as much as you can, you know? Understand as much as you can, the way I see it.
The more you know you don't know shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. That's so much of philosophy comes down to that too. Like, know thyself is what else can you know? Everything
Yeah.
else in the world is subjective. The only thing that you can know objectively is yourself. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know if you can objectively know yourself.
It's true. Everybody has a different.
I have been
idea
in
of you.
places of such warped self-perception at times where it's like I've just
Yeah.
gotten a glimpse of the perception of myself from, you know, outside of my
Yeah,
chambers, and it's like, huh?
I'm not
Like-
that super cool podcaster that
Yeah.
I thought I was.
Like either side of that coin, like super bad or super good. It's like,
yeah.
huh? The world is a place, and I'm not merely in my own head. It's
Exactly.
interesting.
I belong in this larger ecosystem.
Ugh, disgusting.
You're telling me you're not all NPCs?
I don't know about that.
Was I talking to you about this, or was somebody else? That everybody outside of film in RDP is
Oh,
just
yeah,
extras. Yeah.
They're the Matrix NPCs.
Yeah, exactly. Just film. They're the only real people.
Oh yeah, main characters.
Main
Fucking
characters.
film.
I see other people walking around, and I'm like, there's no way that you're doing anything.
Yeah, it's like you're not going.
You're
to
not
go
reacting to me like
get a CC?
walking around with this like weird suitcase thing.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like, what's your
Come
perception
on.
of me?
Yeah.
I'm wheeling around a cart of C-stands.
It's so loud.
What do you think this is?
Yeah. What do you think's going on here? It's so goofy.
Fuck is texting me.
It is the weirdest program, but you know, it's a fun one.
It was a fun program, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah, ghosts. You believe in them?
No. I don't know. I'd like to believe in more supernatural things.
Me too.
It'd be kind of fun, I think.
Because the vibes are so immaculate. Like those times in my life where I've been really scared because it's like
Yeah.
I'm encountering something in that moment or not that my brain cannot rationalize.
Yeah.
oh my god, the heightened sense of emotions you get is fantastic.
That's true.
Like that adds such
Sometimes
a
though,
color
you could just
to
like
life,
walk
you know?
around downtown like at 2 a.m. You'll get those same kind of heightened emotions.
Like
You're
me
like,
and
am I
Graham
gonna get stabbed?
always refer back to, I think it might have been the first night of editing 315. Just the most fucked vibes in the world.
Yeah, you described that night to me. Was that the Troy night?
No. God, it took us a while to get started editing on that. That was the one where we like purposely scared ourselves by watching scary videos, and it was like we were like, "Oh, this is nothing. We're not scared. We're not scared." And then the second we stepped out of the editing room, everything was going wrong. You know, like we were hearing weird sounds outside the editing room. We got jump scared by Noah entering the editing room at the same time we were leaving. You know, Graham forgot his keys in the fucking editing room, and we went back, and when we got there, he realized they're in his pocket the whole time.
Oh my god.
Graham saw this like really fucking scary like reflection that looked like a pit bull with evil eyes on the back of his truck. And when I got to my house, it was so fucking scary. The blinds fell down, so like my whole living room was exposed pretty much. Yeah. And when I tried putting them up, the bar was literally like too short to stay up, and I like looked everywhere, and there's just no way it would stay up.
Yeah.
So fucked. Then I was on my couch, and I heard this like, honest to God, like low moaning, like a death moan from what, like it was like coming from the back deck, but like I'm assuming it come from the back deck because of what happened, but it sounded like it was coming from like just down the stairs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It was like this. And it would get like higher at points. It was,
that's terrible.
And Raja
vibes.
came fucking sprinting up the stairs. I've never seen Raja, because Raja's kind of like a pussy. You know? Raja's like a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
But he sprinted to the back window and was like fight or flight, screaming. I've never heard Raja that loud in my life. Like, you know, that sound that cats make, that biting, like pissed off, like ready to die sound. Yeah. And his tail was so puffy. I heard like a big loud crashing sound coming from the back. Oh. And I was so scared. I had to call Graham. I was like petrified on the couch. I couldn't move, man. The
and that's
lights,
what informed the 315 edit.
The motion activated lights on the back deck were going on and off.
Oh,
it was so fucked. And
that's crazy.
My house is kind of fucked. One time I was like walking to a romp with Keegan, and we were like calling each other, and like at the same time, like we like talked about it afterwards. Both of our calls would cut out. Like the call wouldn't end; it would just cut out, and we just hear this.
Yeah.
And we like, what the fuck? We hang up, and I call Keegan. I'm like, Keegan, what the fuck was that moaning sound you were doing? He's like, what? What do you mean? What the fuck was that shit? Like, what were you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And then it'd cut out, and it'd be like, and I was
You're haunted.
I was
You're
so
haunted.
scared. That one was so scary, bro. But like, obviously, it was just an issue with signal or something. But like,
I don't know.
That was so scary.
I don't know.
Dude.
I think the only logical explanation is that you have been haunted.
Me and Keegan did like do a Ouija board in a graveyard one time, and that was completely chill vibes. Nothing scary at all there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think more scary vibes in my life.
Ouija boards I do find to be like way too silly.
Yeah.
I can't. Have you ever had like a tarot reading or like anything like that?
I got my palms read one time by this girl I was seeing.
Yeah, that's the same with me.
Yeah.
Like a tarot reading, like.
It might have been a tarot reading too, actually.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. Cool.
Are they supposed to be scary? I don't think tarot.
Sometimes they can be like you're gonna die, like, or your life's going to shit.
That mole on your back is cancer, actually.
Yeah,
you're right. I don't know. One time, like it was one of the first times we were smoking up, and Cole, fuck it, we were in like a closet addicts phase. That we were like watching Creepy Dog. Smile Dog, the creepypasta.
Yeah.
And like Cole like let up this shrill scream. It wasn't like a pretend funny scream, but it was a shrill scream, and he like grabbed my arm because he thought he like genuinely saw Smile Dog appear, manifest in the room. And Cole's like such a straight-headed, chill guy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I don't know. It was like, shit, you might have seen Smile Dog.
I mean, we could pull a great prank because Cole's going to be away while we're in Calgary, right?
Yeah.
We could put something like that into his room.
We could put
like,
Smile Dog in there.
Yeah.
We for sure could. Okay, I think I got to run though
All
first.
right. Don't worry. I'll continue the podcast for another 10 minutes.
What are you going to talk about, Samuel?
I mean, you'll have to listen to the last 10 minutes of the episode
I'm going to listen to the
out.
Critter Pit podcast?
Only to the last 10 minutes.
Can I turn this thing off?
I can turn it off. Okay, bye, Ethan.
Hey, my critters love you.
I don't know if I'm actually going to talk for the next 10 minutes,
No, you
but
have
we'll
to,
see.
Sam.
I have to keep up. It has to stay over an hour.
Talk about the thumbnail. We gotta do another fun.
Oh, yeah,
thumbnail.
I'll design the thumbnail while
Because that's what's getting us.
doing this.
Views, playa.
The thumbnail game's off the goddamn
Okay.
chart. Do you think, what kind of meme should it be?
Should be a good one.
Okay. See you later.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be in class tomorrow morning and then have to leave right after.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is the first solo podcast. Normally these solo podcast segments are pretty short, but this one's going to be 10 minutes, and you better believe that I have my eye on that goddamn clock. Because, I mean, it's not that I don't like talking, it's that I don't know how I'm going to play off myself in this way. It's kind of funny. I don't know if we've definitely talked about this project, but for Rick Knievel's first year class, Production 100, we all had to do a personal narrative project. And I did not really want to do a personal narrative project. And so I'm like, okay, what can I do? And the person I was dating at the time was working on this other project that they were getting everybody to describe like a day in their life, and then they were going to put a little video over it. And then I don't know, I don't remember exactly. Or no, they weren't doing it for other people. They just did it for themselves. They did like a daily vlog, but it was just their voice and disconnected video from their voice. And I was like, that's cool. What if I do that for my personal narrative, but I get 6 different voices to be talking, and I'm going to justify that by saying it's one person justifies each of my classes. So that's what I did. I made everybody talk on their own for 2 minutes, and it's hard. It's what I realized. I don't love doing it. I don't think anybody really loves doing it. Okay, I'm fucking cooking with this thumbnail. But it's hard to talk for 2 minutes straight. And, like, I don't know necessarily what to talk about for this. Right now, I'm just doing some good old filler shit, you know? I think we have this classic filler image from that one episode. I've got a guy filling up a car. So that's going to be there. I don't know. I don't think of myself really as visual. I mean, yeah, I do. I think of myself as a visual artist. I enjoy visual art, but it's not something that I feel like defines me as an artist. What am I even saying, guys? I don't know. Just talking. I can't believe I'm sustaining this bit. I don't know why I'm sustaining this bit so much. I don't need to be. I could just end it. But I'm not for some reason. I'm keeping it going. I fucked up the thing. I don't know. This might cook. This might just be shit. We'll see. God, that's only 3 minutes. I still have to fill another 7 minutes of just talking. Talking. Talking can be fun, you know, but I think it's better with people. Dare I say. Pretty fucking crazy thing for me to say, I know. That talking is always more fun with the more people you have. The better the conversation can be, you know? Yeah, this is hitting. This is hitting for sure. For sure. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with this now. Just fucking it up. This is the most filler shit. I don't know. We've been on such a good streak of getting podcasts over an hour, you know? You can put in the comments if you'd rather have a podcast be over an hour or good and every week. Because at this point, who's to say if this is good or even listenable at all? Because I don't know. I don't think it's very listenable. But who am I to say? Who am I to judge ye, the audience? I'm nobody. I'm absolutely nobody. I don't know, man. What am I doing now? What should I add to this, critters? Should add something, some kind of text. Critter car. That's what I've added. I have a friend in high school who did a lot of fucking Photoshop stuff and would take like requests for what to do with Photoshop. And if only we were still in high school and I could still request him to do something, because then I would request the goddamn critter car. And it would be so cool and badass because it wouldn't be me that has to do it, you know? If only, if only. And now I can't even fucking warp this. Why don't you let me warp you, dude? Ah. Oh, maybe it's because this is locked? I don't know. I don't know. It's not locked, though. I can tell that it's not. Layer. No, this is just so terrible. Should I just cut this out? 4 minutes left. I mean, we going off, right? We've committed to this bit, I think. I think a little too hard, maybe. Yeah, if only Eamon were still making Photoshops. It'd be so better, so much better. So much better. I don't know what else I need to add to this. It's something, you know? It's something. Obviously, we have to have some Matrix stuff because everything is Matrix at the end of the day. I wonder what would happen if I look up a Morpheus PNG. If there's anything good. This is good. This is something, maybe. I don't know. I might have ruined it. This might not be anything. Oh, this is not good. This is very not good. I just added a Morpheus. If you see a Morpheus on the thumbnail, you'll know what I did. If you don't, then that's probably better for everybody. Okay. I'm exporting this image. Saved. File. New. And there's like a YouTube thumbnail. And we'll just make that background goddamn clear. If I can. And now we throw that in. And we throw the Morpheuses in. Okay. We're getting somewhere, maybe. And I'm going to keep doing this, but in 30 seconds, I don't have to be doing this on the podcast anymore. It's fucking ridiculous. Come on, dude. Let me put this in there. Let me use this.
That's a wrap on the pit. Thanks for listening.
I don't know.
We out.
Red pills only. Alpha only. Okay, that's an hour. Fuck you.